Hey, good people, grab a mug of coffee and settle in, because this show is serving up some proper spicy drama this August 2025. We're diving into the heart of Istanbul's Selen family, where love, betrayal and secrets are cooking up a storm fiercer than a Cape Town gale. This isn't just a soapy, it's a full-on emotional braai, with every episode sizzling with tension and heartbreak. Let's unpack the chaos episode by episode, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single twist. Oh, and if you're loving this recap, hit that subscribe button, share it with your mates, and let those ads play for at least 30 seconds to keep the channel going. Your support means the world. On Friday, 1st August 2025, episode 113, the Selen family's food empire is shaking like a dodgy tikka masala. Cenk strides into the company boardroom, all swagger and determination, announcing he's back to take the reins alongside Kadir and Melis. The room's buzzing, some are chuffed, others are proper gatful. Melis, though, is a bundle of nerves. Seeing Cenk every day now, strutting around like he owns the place, well, he kind of does, is hitting her hard. She's still reeling from her secret fling with Kadir, and now he's right there in the mix too. The tension's so thick you could cut it with a butter knife. Cenk's got big plans to turn the company around, but his sister Melis is barely holding it together, her heart caught between loyalty to her family and her feelings for Kadir. It's a proper mess, and you can feel the storm brewing. By Monday, 4th August 2025, episode 114, things take a turn for the unexpected. Azra's out running errands when she bumps into Defne, Cenk's other sibling, in a crowded Istanbul market. It's not just a casual how's it moment, there's an instant spark of recognition, like they've known each other forever. They end up chatting over coffee, bonding over shared struggles, and it's like Azra's found a new ally in this crazy Selen world. Meanwhile, Cansu's trying to patch things up with her mum, Sumru, by planning a fancy dinner at home. She's hoping for a quiet night, maybe some mother-daughter bonding, but with Sumru's scheming ways, peace is about as likely as a sunny day in Joburg's winter. The evening starts with candlelight and wine, but you just know it's going to end in tears. Oh, and if you're enjoying this juicy recap, consider joining our channel membership for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. It's like getting the very important person pass to all the drama. Come Tuesday, 5th August 2025, episode 115, Cenk's feeling on top of the world, taking Azra and Defne to a glitzy party at one of Istanbul's swankiest venues. The place is dripping with chandeliers, and the vibe's electric, until Kadir walks in. The air shifts faster than a Joburg taxi changing lanes. Azra's trying to keep things cool, but Kadir's presence is like a match to petrol. He and Cenk lock eyes, and you can practically hear the old-school soapy music ramping up. Defne's giggling and flirting with Cenk, which makes Azra's stomach churn. She's not sure if it's jealousy or just the dodgy canapes. Before long, a heated argument breaks out near the bar, with Kadir throwing shade and Cenk firing back. The party's barely holding together, and by the end of the night, friendships are frayed, and Azra's left wondering who she can really trust. On Wednesday, 6th August 2025, episode 116, Azra's breathing a sigh of relief that Cenk's okay after the party drama, but she can't shake the weird vibe between him and Defne. They're acting way too chummy, laughing over inside jokes, and it's got Azra's mind racing. She's trying to focus on work, but her heart's doing somersaults. Across town, Serap's scheming again, pitching a bold new business idea to Farid at the Selen mansion. It's all about expanding the food empire into trendy pop-up restaurants, but Farid's not biting, she smells a rat. Meanwhile, Mesut's stirring the pot, playing mind games with Burhan and Azmi over drinks at Tariq's restaurant. He's dropping hints about old debts and older grudges, leaving both men rattled. Azra's barely keeping her head above water when she gets a cryptic text about her dad's murder, and suddenly, the past is knocking louder than ever. Yo, if this drama's got you hooked, drop a like and comment below. What do you think's coming next? It really helps keep the channel buzzing, By Thursday, 7th August 2025, episode 117, Azra's phone is blowing up with more messages about her dad's killer, each one more menacing than the last. She's pacing her tiny flat, trying to make sense of it, when Cenk calls, promising to help. But the Selen family's got its own problems. Azmi and Mesut are supposed to be tight, but their so-called partnership is cracking under the pressure of Sumru's endless demands. At a tense dinner at the Selen mansion, Sumru's dropping hints about her wedding plans with Azmi, but he's dodging her like a pro. The whole table's awkward, with Farid glaring daggers and Cenk trying to keep the peace. Azra's distracted, her mind on that mysterious texter, and when she steps outside for air, she overhears Mesut and Azmi arguing about a dodgy deal. It's clear no one's playing nice, and Azra's starting to wonder if she's in over her head. On Friday, 8th August 2025, episode 118, things go from bad to worse at a fancy Selen company gala. Sumru, in a glittering red dress, decides it's the perfect moment to humiliate Farid in front of Istanbul's elite. She spills tea about Farid's past mistakes, loud enough for everyone to hear, and the room goes dead quiet. Farid's face is like stone, but you can see the hurt in her eyes. Meanwhile, Azra's dealing with a nightmare of her own. A shady guy claiming to know who killed her dad is now blackmailing her, demanding cash she doesn't have. She's frantic, trying to figure out how to pay him off without telling Cenk. At the same time, Arda's sniffing around, picking up on weird vibes between Melis and Kadir. He catches them whispering in a corner, and it's clear they're hiding something big. The gala ends in chaos, with glasses clinking and secrets spilling. If you're as invested in this drama as I am, hit that super thanks button to show some love. It keeps these recaps coming. Come Monday, 11th August 2025, episode 119, the fallout from the gala is still rippling. Sumru and Azmi's relationship is hanging by a thread. She's pushing him to commit, but he's pulling back hard. At the Selen mansion, Farid's alone in her study, staring at old photos and questioning every decision she's ever made. She's gutted about Sumru's betrayal, but determined to fight back. Cenk and Kadir, meanwhile, are on a mission, hitting the streets of Istanbul to track down Azra's blackmailer. They're chasing leads through dodgy back alleys, but every step feels like a dead end. Azra's trying to stay strong, but the weight of her dad's unsolved murder is crushing her. She's starting to wonder if she'll ever get answers, or if the truth will destroy her first. By Tuesday, 12th August 2025, episode 120, Azra's world gets darker. A mysterious letter arrives, handwritten and sealed with wax, claiming to have new info about her dad's death. She's torn between hope and fear, hiding it from Cenk to protect him. At the Selen Group's headquarters, Farid's trying to mend fences with Sumru, inviting her for tea to clear the air. But Sumru's not interested in apologies, she's too busy plotting her next move. The meeting ends with raised voices and a shattered teacup, leaving Faridi shaken. Cenk starting to notice Azra's acting cagey, and when he confronts her, she brushes him off, saying it's just work stress. But the truth's eating at her, and that letter's burning a hole in her pocket. If you're loving this deep dive into the show, subscribe and share with your crew. It's the best way to keep up with the drama. On Wednesday, 13th August 2025, episode 121, Sumru's digging into her past, flipping through old journals in her swanky apartment, vowing to claw her way back to the top. She's got a fire in her eyes, and it's terrifying. Meanwhile, Cenk gets his own mysterious letter, luring him to a shady warehouse for a meeting about Azra's dad. He goes alone, not telling Azra, but when he arrives, it's a trap. A thug corners him, and Azra, who followed him out of worry, ends up caught in the crossfire. The scene's pure chaos. Shouts, a flickering streetlight, and Azra's heart pounding as she realizes she's in serious danger. Back at the Selen mansion, Farid's trying to keep the family together, but Sumru's scheming is pulling everyone apart. It's a proper cliffhanger, and you're left wondering who's pulling the strings. Thursday, 14th August 2025. 25, episode 122. The Selin household is a pressure cooker. Zerrin, Serap's mum, is stirring up trouble, acting all sweet but dropping snide comments that set everyone on edge. Azmi and Sumru are at each other's throats, their wedding plans crumbling faster than a stale rusks. Cenk and Kadir are still hunting for Azra's blackmailer. Following a tip to a seedy bar in Istanbul's underbelly, they find a guy who claims to know something, but he's cagey, and the meeting ends with more questions than answers. Azra's shaken from the warehouse incident, clinging to Cenk for support, but she's starting to suspect he's keeping secrets too. The family's trust is fraying, and with every move, someone's getting closer to the truth, or further from it. On Friday, 15th August 2025, episode 123, all hell breaks loose when a video leaks online, showing Sumru tearing into Farid at the gala. It's gone viral, and the Selin group's stock is plummeting. Farid's in her office, staring at the screen, her hands trembling as she tries to figure out how to save the company. Sumru, meanwhile, runs into an old flame at a cafe, a guy who knows way too much about her past. His smirk says he's got dirt, and Sumru's rattled. The family's scrambling to do damage control, but the video's just the start. Cenk's furious, blaming Sumru for everything, while Azra's trying to keep her own secrets under wraps. The company's on the brink, and Farid's fighting to hold it together, but it's looking grim. Yo, if this recap's got you on the edge of your seat, join our channel membership for more exclusive content. It's like being part of the Selin family, but with less drama. Come Monday, 18th August 2025, episode 124, Kansu's at a crossroads, torn between moving in with her dad, Burhan, or staying with Sumru. She's pacing Azra's flat, weighing her options, when Azra's out trying to track down the engagement ring she pawned to pay off her blackmailer. The pawn shop's a dingy spot, and the guy behind the counter's giving her grief, saying the ring's already been sold. Azra's gutted, her last piece of hope slipping away. Back at the Selin mansion, Farid's rallying the team to fight the bad press, but the board's losing faith. Kansu's decision hangs in the air, and when she finally makes a choice, it's a shocker that changes everything. Azra's left clutching her phone, wondering if she's made a terrible mistake. By Tuesday, 19th August 2025, episode 125, Kansu's crashing at Azra's place, trying to escape her mum's chaos. They're having a girls' night, laughing over old photos, when a shadowy figure in a hoodie lurks outside, peering through the window. Azra doesn't notice, but the vibe's creepy. Meanwhile, at a quiet cafe, someone catches Melis and Kadir in a tight embrace, their secret romance now at risk of blowing up. The witness is none other than Arda, who's been suspicious for weeks. He doesn't say anything, but his jaw's tight, and you know he's not letting this slide. Azra's blissfully unaware, but the walls are closing in on everyone's secrets. If you're as hooked on this as I am, let those ads play for a bit. It's a small way to support these recaps, and we'd love you for it. On Wednesday, 20th August 2025, episode 126, the Selin family's reeling when it's revealed that Chef Ferhat, their trusted cook, leaked the Sumru Farid video. Cenk's livid, confronting Ferhat in the kitchen, where pots are clanging and tempers are flaring. Ferhat swears it wasn't him, but the evidence is damning, and Cenk's forced to fire him on the spot. It's a gut punch for Faride, who trusted Ferhat like family. Across town, Faruk, a shady figure from Sumru's past, gets a threatening note slipped under his door, warning him to back off, or else. He's sweating, knowing he's in deep. Azra's trying to keep her head down, but the drama's pulling her in every direction, and Cenk's decision about Ferhat might just tear the family apart. By Thursday, 21st August 2025, episode 127, Farid's pulling out all the stops to impress a group of food critics visiting the Selin group's flagship restaurant. The kitchen's a madhouse, with chefs shouting and plates flying, but Farid's calm as ever, directing the chaos like a maestro. Azra's helping out, her culinary skills shining, but she's distracted by thoughts of her dad's killer. Meanwhile, Arda's digging deeper into Kadir's past, uncovering shady connections that make his blood run cold. He's starting to piece together Kadir's real motives, and it's not looking good for Melis. The critics' visit is make or break for the company, and with Arda's discoveries looming, the night's about to get a whole lot messier. On Friday, 22nd August 2025, episode 128, Kadir makes a bold move, confronting Melis in a quiet park, trying to explain his feelings, but it backfires, leaving her humiliated when a passerby snaps a photo of their heated exchange. The picture's already circulating online, and Melis is mortified, her reputation on the line. Azra, meanwhile, agrees to meet Farouk at a rundown diner to get answers about her dad's death. He's nervous, glancing over his shoulder, but he drops a bombshell. He claims to know who pulled the trigger. Before he can say more, his phone rings, and he bolts, leaving Azra with more questions than answers. The Selen family's drama is spilling over, and no one's safe from the fallout. By Monday, 25th August 2025, episode 129, Azra's secret meeting with Farouk has Cenk fuming. He finds out when Arda lets slip about seeing her at the diner, and when Cenk confronts her, things get heated. They're arguing in the Selen mansion's garden when a gunshot cracks through the night, sending them diving for cover. It's chaos, security scrambling, and Azra's shaking, realizing how close she came to danger. Inside, Zerrin's stirring the pot, using Melis's drama with Kadir to drive a wedge between Serap and Farid. She's all smiles, but her words are pure venom, and the family's fracturing fast. Azra's clinging to Cenk, but trust is crumbling, and that gunshot's a warning of worse to come. Yo, if you're loving this, drop a comment and let us know what you think. Your feedback keeps the channel alive. On Tuesday, 26th August 2025, episode 130, the Selen family sitting down to a tense dinner, planning how to break the news to Cenk about Melis and Kadir's relationship. But Arda, fed up with the secrecy, blurts it out before anyone's ready. Cenk's face goes pale and he storms out, leaving Melis in tears. Meanwhile, Baran's back in Kansu's life, offering her a place to stay, but his charm's wearing thin. Kansu's torn, knowing he's not the dad she dreamed of. The family's still reeling from the gunshot incident, and Azra's trying to keep it together, but the truth about Kadir and Melis is like a bomb going off in the Selen household. Everyone's picking sides, and it's getting ugly. By Wednesday, 27th August 2025, episode 131, Kansu's caught in a no-win situation. Burhan's pushing her to move in with him, promising a fresh start, but his shady vibes are giving her second thoughts. She's at Azra's place, venting over tea, when she decides to confront him. It's a messy showdown, with Burhan dodging her questions and Kansu walking away, heart heavy. Meanwhile, Melis is doubling down on her love for Kadir despite Cenk's disapproval. She's sneaking calls to him, planning to fight for their relationship even if it means going against her family. The Selen mansion's like a war zone, with everyone on edge and secrets spilling faster than a knocked-over glass of rooibos. On Thursday, 28th August 2025, episode 132, Serap's detective work pays off when she uncovers who really leaked the Sumru Farid video. Turns out it wasn't Ferhat, but a disgruntled employee with a grudge. She's triumphant, but the victory's short-lived when she learns Melis has vanished. After Cenk's blow-up about her and Kadir, Melis packed a bag and slipped out of the mansion, leaving only a note saying she needs space. The family's in a panic, searching Istanbul's streets from Tariq's restaurant to the waterfront. Azra's helping, but she's distracted by her own fears about the blackmailer. The search for Melis is pulling everyone together, but it's also exposing cracks that might never heal. By Friday, 29th August 2025, episode 133, the hunt for Melis is in full swing. Cenk's leading the charge, checking every place she might have gone, while Azra and Farid scour social media for clues. They find her at a small cafe by the Bosphorus, sitting alone, staring at the water. When they approach, she's a mess, tears streaming, heartbroken over Kadir. But the search brings unexpected allies. Tariq shows up, offering his restaurant as a base, and even Sumru pitches in, though her motives are shady as ever. As they bring Melis home, the family's forced to face their dysfunction, but there's a flicker of hope. Love's messy, but it's keeping them together for now. The episode ends with Azra holding Melis's hand, promising they'll get through this, while Cenk watches, his heart torn. And there you have it, folks. August 2025 is a wild ride of heartbreak, betrayal, and a few glimmers of hope. The Selin family's fighting to stay afloat, but with secrets piling up and danger lurking, who knows what's next. I'm dying to see how this all plays out, and I bet you are too. If you loved this recap, smash that like button, share it with your mates, and consider a super thanks donation to keep the channel going strong. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. We're in this drama together. Drop a comment with your predictions for September, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay spicy, and keep holding on to those lucky charms.